Dang it, hang on a sec. It's probably just gonna take a sec. No. It's probably just gonna take a sec. You're the man I think I've never been. Close my eyes and a little bit of free. She said I can't do this no more. So I need it so. Look over, it's saying shit I wanted every day. You can handle this, you can handle me. Myself and waste my time. I don't wanna get high. Tough and as I think of the future life, you and with me all the way till we die. I don't know if it's true. Okay, so I need to check, is everything working? So we got the vertical, we got the horizontal as usual. Okay, I need to turn the shit off. Nobody wants to hear this twice. You and me all the way till we die. No, if it's time. Tell me why you turn to her. All the way till we die. I don't know if it's true. Don't know if it's sad. Just tell me why you're here. Okay, everything should be working. And I think I'm actually change my chart colors after this much time. There we go. At some point or the other, we gotta do like a different playlist, because I already know this is going to get annoying. So what's up, whoever joined already? We're in the making. We got something to talk about today. Like, not too much crazy stuff, but definitely something. We got a little something today. Today is going to be more of a chill one. I mean, I'm always going to say that, and then we're just sitting here for multiple hours on end. Hang on, let me pull up a position that we have ongoing right now. Here, let it be this one, because here people are going to get too annoyed. And guess what, guys? I have the drawing tool back. We back with the drawing type of BS. We back. But it's not so small. I don't like it when it's big. It's also too big. Something like this. Yeah, something like that's fine. Yep, that works. So what's up, everybody who had already been joined? You know what, the other day I thought I have a friend, maybe he's also watching, I'm not going to say your name, that said that he has some restrictions to music. But here I am playing bumping music. Also, I wonder what's up with the what's it called? The viewers, man. Nobody joining. Oh, what's good? What's like Isaac said hi. What's good, my brother? How's it going? How's it going, man? Hang on, actually, let me check something out. Alright, that should be fire. That should be fire now. Come. I do believe that the chat should be working now. But let me see if it also shows up in the other one. Hang on. I need to check it out as always. But I do believe that the streaming setup is pretty much complete. I mean, I would have some other things I would like to do, such as, hang on, let me do like so. Free masterclass. I would like to believe that right now the setup is complete with everything I need for streaming, but the only thing that I would like to basically do is be able to stream on multiple platforms, such as, well, I'm already streaming on multiple platforms. I'm talking about TikTok, that kind of BS. That would be like super fire, you know. And we're going to be pinning that comment. There we go. Yes. Now hang on, remove. Free. test something. If we type into the chat test, is there not something coming up? No, chat seems to be not working again. Let me check this out. Maybe because of OBS. Oh, now it should be working, man, dang it. Let me do test. No. So Mahmoud was saying, how can I copy your trading? It's in the description here. I can also send you my website. There you go. I have to send it to you or to anybody in that sense. I really wonder why the chat is not working. Why are you not able to see the chat right up in there? It's always some issue, man. Always like that. It's just as if it's the usual, you know? At that point. Is it free? Yeah, it's free, brother. Hey, but Memo, what's good, my man? Star, how's it going? How are you, my brother? How are we today? Okay, guys, I'm gonna do the chat in just a bit. We are going to focus on the price action real quick. So we're going to go into the daily time frame and we'll basically analyze the market as usual. So for EUR/CHF, what do we have in the making? First things first, we have the relative equal highs in here. So most likely we're also going to be continuing higher because all of that is just liquidity. The next thing is going to be, we have the previous day high in here. So most likely we are also going to go onto the upside, continue higher because we're already building up movement onto the upside. Then there's pretty much not much to say on the daily. We'll go on to the 4-hour time frame. What I don't like in here is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then potentially the 7th candle is going to be also an upper candle. We don't really like that. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We are basically going to watch out for this candle low to be traded back into, as this is going to be our entry. So we're going to get a little bit of an optimized entry here. So we're going to trade in here, or at least that's the plan, and then from there on higher and higher. Now if we're going to drop down on the 1-hour time frame, we're going to have something like this. Approximately in here, the position is going to be opened. That's going to be the original position, 10 TP, 50 SL. Nurutu saying, yo, what is up, Mike? How you doing? Great to be here again. Yo, what's up, my brother? You know, great to have you. Great stuff. So this will be the original position basically, and we could even optimize a little bit. Not really seeing much in here, to be honest with you guys. This is a little bit too much of an optimization to me. Yeah, we're just going to put it in here, and if we don't get hit, then we don't get hit. That's how it goes basically. We are not going to be forcing trades in here. We're only going to take high probability setups, and this one I can already set up now because it's a limit order. So now we're going to go to StarTrading, type in EUR/CHF. We're going to go as a limit order. Our quantity is going to be 0.1. This is going to be our entry price. We go back to trading view, put in the stop loss. Then we're going to go back to take profit, also enter it in here, and boom, this is going to be our position. So Salami Salihu saying, which value is what? Is this gold? No, brother, this is not gold. This right in here is right now you're CHFing on. I'm gonna put it like so everybody can see it. Here, there you go. And we're going to just base it off like that. Now the other pairs I'm not really too interested in. So we got this one. And what else do we have in the making? AUD CHF. Can you actually look at all pairs without having to go to the watch list? No, I don't think so. Anyways, so AUD CHF is potentially also a move onto the upside. We're just having that strong momentum higher. Probably going to go for the previous day high. The reason why I don't like this as much is because we're already having a bunch of movement onto the upside, and also this candle low has barely a wick onto the downside. So this is why I kind of don't really like that. And just in general, for past few days or so, I don't really like AUD CHF that much, or in general the AUD pairs. Let's go to AUD USD. There's also no opportunity. AUD CAD, previous day high has been taken out, previous day high has been taken out. In this trade we are still running, in the USD still running. USD CHF, yeah, USD CHF is one of those pairs where I would be interested in. So let's break this down real quick. No, brother, this is not gold. So if we're having it from this perspective, hang on, let me check this out. So this is the daily time frame on your CHF, right? So let us quickly check out, have we traded into an equilibrium? Yes, we did. Now, have we traded into like the most extreme equilibrium? Yes, we also did that. So this is not additional confirmation for us to look into. However, the movement is onto the upside, so probably we are going to go for the candle high, not for the candle low. Now let us go to the, or let us stay at the daily time frame just a bit. As you can see, this candle wick is pretty much perfect. It's not too large, not too slim. It's pretty good wick to body ratio right now. What we don't like as much, first things first, we have this entire FEG in here. This is going to be on the 4-hour time frame. But then we also have these relative equal lows in here. This is going to be what? Just liquidity that we want to trade into, right? And if you have an imbalance plus liquidity point, then most likely you are going to continue there firstly, before you're going to go for the original move, which is going to be targeting the previous day high. So remember, this line in here is going to be the previous day high, put it at the top. So what I would like to do is go to the 1-hour time frame, and we have already moved lower. So either way, if you're going to enter this, you are going to get a better entry than you would normally get. So this will be the original position that we like to take. You know what, I'm gonna do this for the short form viewers so they can also see the pair. Right, this will be something that we'll be looking out for, and then we're just going to drag it lower all the way in here. And yeah, this will be my position for USD CHF as well. Simple as that. So USD CHF, there we go. We're going to put a limit order. Lot size is going to be 0.1. That's going to be the entry price. Then here's going to be the stop loss. That's going to be the take profit. Here, there we go. So lot size is correct, take profit, stop loss, place the order. Which currency are you looking at? Brother, as I have told you, this right now is USD CHF here. Wait. You see USD CHF. Okay, maybe I'm even tripping and you just can't see it, but I don't really think so. I'm pretty sure that you can see it. Hang on. I'm gonna check it out just in case. I mean, maybe you're just not able to see it. Yeah, as you can see, like USD CHF, brother. Abelman was saying, glory to God, I'm good. You know, that's really good to hear. Perfect, man. For some reason, man, the chat It just doesn't want to work. Okay, so we got filled into USD CHF, so there's that. There's not really going to be any entry optimization on USD. The max, I could be looking out for this, but this is too much. I don't like to optimize it by too much, or else we're going to get into the territory where we are going to decrease our win rate, and we don't want to decrease our win rate for sure. Alright, so now I'm going to try it again. So let's type something into the chat real quick. Test. Right in here, test. T. Abel Memo was saying, Star, I want some info from you. How can I help you, brother? What can I help you with? Information from you. Okay. How can I help you? Type shit. Yushikid was saying, yo. What's good, my brother? How's it going? Good to have you here. You know, we back. Guys, everybody who's watching on the short live stream, make sure to watch it on the horizontal live stream. Man, why is the chat not working? Cause that's on some real BS right now. How many loss streak did you face with 1000 trade backtests, and what is the average loss streak? The average loss streak is 1. However, of course, there had been trades where we lost 2 times in a row. But the average loss streak in that sense is 1. Unless we're doing multi-pair backtests, but I wouldn't really count that as like a losing streaks, because let's just say that we have 3 different pairs that we're trading. 2 losses, 1 win. That's technically not even 2 losses in a row. Because it's like win, loss, win. It's not a losing streak. However, this is, you know, still you still endured basically 2 RR losses in that sense. So yeah, no matter how you want to see it, it's up to you basically. I might do like this. Able Memo saying, so you mean no 2 losses in a row? No, there has been trades where we did 2 losses in a row after so many trades. Eventually you are also going to have 2 losses in a row, so no. Also like 1 loss, like 2 losses in a row is definitely possible. Man. So 2 in a row was your max? Yeah, man. 2 in a row was the max. From all those trades, yep. Hang on, like I'm still trying to do this. Why is it not working, man? So Able Memo saying you're the best. Thank you, my brother. You're also the best. From all those trades, yes. Able Memo saying, oh no, no words. Yeah, my brother, appreciate it, man. You're also my buddy. Yushikit was saying, can you do a quick analysis on gold? Oh man, I wish we had the counter. I actually perhaps even going to include the counters again, and also with the push-ups. It was quite fire. So we're going to do it real quick. Hang on, before that we're going to change our colors, to be honest, guys. Like, I don't know, you might like it how it was before, right? I do get that, guys, I do get it, but kinda has to be. It's also chill. To be honest, I don't even need this shitty drawing panel. Able Man was saying better. Do you really like it better? I think that most wouldn't really don't really like it. But fireman, next symbol. Oh, next symbol. Oh, you can actually press down. What? Man, why did nobody tell me that? Finally, man. Because I don't like switching, or I don't like going off what's it called, going off this entire menu and all. I like to stay in here. Hang on, I'm gonna put it at we're going to look at gold in just a second. I just wanted to do this for a while now. Text, I mean, it has to be white, I guess. Able Memo was saying I don't like white. I actually also don't like white. The reason why I had it is just because of YouTube videos, because I assumed that people just like it when it's white in that sense, but I personally also don't like it. Where are you from? Take a guess, my brother. Take a guess. Damn, finally, like, we can just switch around, man. So, check white and purple for candles. Yeah, could also be possibility. I mean, I can try it out. Water. You want it to be white, like purple, I guess. I had something like that before, actually. But like, we're just going to leave it at that, to be honest. Yeah, let's do like this one. Yeah, like so. We still guessing. We still guessing, yeah. Like for multiple live streams at this point. Okay, let's look at gold for my brother. You should get. Oh, hang on, I gotta get used to not using that shit, because I don't like going off the full screen mode. Oh, it's called SAO USD. 6 years of trading and I still forget that this is not called really gold in that sense as a ticker. Okay, let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, so for gold, what do we have in the making? So basically, we could trade onto the downside simply because we already have this movement candle lower, right? So we're just going to mark it out. It's going to be our what? Previous day low. Let's put it at the bottom. Now we're going to go on to the 4-hour time frame and check further into the things. Now what I like to see basically from the start is we want to trade into, well, it's barely visible, but I kind of also like that it's barely visible. We would want to trade into this FEG first, so potentially something like this, and then lower, or we could also do potentially into here and then lower, because we are having basically this FEG. I'm gonna do it in yellow, you see. So this could be like two outcomes, but in general I wouldn't really like to trade it for today. You could take this both ways. You could firstly trade it into the FEG, and then after it has traded into the FEG, preferably also into the equilibrium, so approximately in here, then from there on lower. However, in general, I wouldn't really recommend trading it today, because the daily time frame is just not as fire as I would like to have it. Oh, hang on, are these relative equal lows? Now that's actually fire. That changes things. That changes my perspective on it. Hang on, then we're just going to put it like so. It's going to be plus previous day low. Now that changes the things. So after I've seen that, now I'm way more ready to basically trade onto the downside. The way you would do that is, I mean, pretty simple. You would just trade into this equilibrium first, right? So right in here, and then from here on just lower, which you don't even have to target these entire relative equal lows. You can also just go lower and lower, let's just say as a take profit for somewhere in here, right? When you're taking on these lows. This would be my way of thinking, at least. I did it again, man. I gotta get used to it. Not going off the main screen mode. We're also having NZD cat, and we're also having a pretty bad position also running. I'm gonna put it like this so everybody can see it. Also for the short viewers. And also put the stop loss right in here. It's not worth it to just keep it up there. So that's how it's currently looking like. Let's go lower. Yeah, no worries, my brother. So we are still in USDCHF. Let's just stick to it. We got 6 people watching, only 1 like, and that 1 like is from myself. Guys, make sure to like the live stream. Nobody's liking, man. Come on. So Michael02 was saying, O2, he was saying, how you doing? I'm doing great, my brother. What about you? How are you doing? Are you new here? Then XCX was saying, how does your strategy work? Brother, for that I have pinned an entire masterclass where you can watch it fully. You know, but go after watching this live stream, because we're going to also be doing some analysis here and there. Just go check it out and you're going to get all of the details for sure. Yeah, let's actually keep that as gray. I think it's more fire if it's a little bit gray like that. Now usually I like to have a switch when it comes to my chart, to be honest, man. So Tris was saying donate 5k next time. Next time I'll be donating 5k, brother. So Nurutu was saying 5k for who and why? Nah, dude, this was just a joke, because this Tris 600 guy was just saying donate 5,000. I was just like, yeah, of course, man, I'm going to donate 5,000. I mean, why not? Like in the future, if it has some kind of purpose, you know, for whatever. But it was just funny because somebody random is coming into the live stream, donate 5,000. Like, what the hell, man? Gold will go Bay. I don't know what you mean by Bay. 46,700. Yeah, we can check it out. So like oil and gold, they both move opposite. I learned that. Yeah, for sure, man. And then Salami was saying again, gold will obey 4,670. 4,670. So that's like approximately in here. Why do you think so? Oh, I know why. Probably because of the demand. Like you're watching for this candle right in here, I would assume. That's what most people do, at least. No, I have a different view. But I mean, I can agree with you that for the very short term, yes, I would recommend trading onto the upside into this FEG. Going to mark it out like 4R FEG. 4R, and why is it not working? 4 FEG. Oh, there it is. So yeah, you could be doing that for real, but I wouldn't really recommend it. And besides that, I'm also not really trading gold that much. You know, you can type in like any random number, you know, that's, let's say 413, and it's going to give you such cursed charts. Trading into the FEG is more a secure win, right? Yeah, definitely. Trading into the FEG, because that's probably the first move that is going to happen. I mean, when talking about secure in general, I wouldn't recommend. You already know my opinion on it. If it returns to 4571, it is good point for rise to 4670. 4571. Ah man, I'm not gonna use this. So 4575. This kind of looks random to me, to be honest. I don't really get why would I have to drop in here. If it's going to drop all the way in here, then it's also probably going to drop lower all the way to the relative lows, and so on and so on. But you know, that's like your view. Like I can still sort of follow you in that sense. You're CHFing on. I remove that. So for your CHF, we didn't get hit yet, unfortunately. USD CHF. USD CHF had been hit though. Do you believe there's algorithm that drives the market? I don't really believe that the algorithm drives the market. It is just a bunch of orders, banks, institutions, maybe private or large fundraisers, that kind of stuff. That drives the price. I do think that. I don't think there's an algorithm that just drives it. Because if you go to a book broker, then you can see all of the orders. Well, you can only see all of the orders on that a book broker. On that sense, you're not going to be able to globally see all of the transactions, because after all, this is still CFDs. But yeah, I do not believe that there's like an algorithm that drives the price the entire time. Which also tells you a lot about the psychology of the market, because basically it's just a bunch of market participants, right? Because even bots are also just market participants at the end of the day. If they are trading some kind of algorithm or whatever, that is just that is also just a market participant. Like, of course, like a unique market participant because he's big, or like a bank or whatever, but still, at the end of the day, it's all the same stuff. Why does you become break even when you enter randomly with 1 for 1 by like 100 trades? There is truth to that, and I get what you're saying. But market is also a little bit differently, because like if you're in a downtrend, like let's just say you're only going to be taking sells, right? Or okay, let's compare it to a coin. Let's compare it to a coin actually. So when you have a coin and you flip it, right? I don't have a coin at hand right now, but and you're going to basically bet on the same outcome every single time. So let's just say you're going to say heads every single time, no tails, every single time heads. You are like, after like let's just say 1000 tries, you're pretty much going to be at 50-50. You have won 50 times and also lose 50 times. With the market it's different. If I'm only going to take sells, random sells, every single time, sell, then I guarantee you it is not going to be a 1 for 1. I guarantee you it is not going to be 50% wins, 50% losses. Why? Because market is a little bit different. It adds another variable to this entire sort of experiment. With heads and tails, there's only 2 viable options, right? And the only thing that can influence us is basically your thumb, which is quite significantly random. With the market, it's a different story. If you're in a downtrend, obviously when you're only going to take sells, even if the downtrend has a pullback and whatnot, you are going to be winning more than losing. So it is not as simple as explaining it. It's just a coin flipping. You know, I also make the analogy sometimes also in the videos. It's basically coin flipping. But obviously trading is also a little bit more than just coin flipping. You get what I'm saying? So to summarize it real quick, heads and tails, very easy. There's only 2 options. You know, either you win or lose, because everything that influences is your thumb, right? In the market, it's a different thing, because if you're just in an uptrend right now and you're randomly going to take buy, then of course you'll also be losing. But over the long term, most likely you are going to take more buying positions, right? You're going to take more wins. That's what I meant. Now, of course, like that sounds so easy. Knowing when to buy, when is the uptrend going to start, when is it going to end, when do we have pullbacks, that kind of stuff. Like that's already the practical stuff. That's why trading is also so hard to begin with for a lot of people, right? But just in general, the theory behind it is not so hard to understand, you know? So Salami was saying BTC will now go sell 75k 900 and back up. We can look into it. $75k you said? Oh, and here you mean? Yeah, it could potentially happen. To be honest with you, I do not believe that we are going to go up here. It's just a bunch of people are just being confused and whatnot. We'll just hover around in here probably for just a little bit longer, and then we're going to have to sell off, or we're going to break this low. About these lows, I'm not too certain, but I do not believe that we're just going to drop here. I think we'll drop even lower, and then from there on, yes, we are going to start our consolidating phase. So basically, like in here, we're going to be consolidating. Like, I don't know, I'm just going to give like an approximate area, which is like quite a big area, I know, but it is just Bitcoin. We're going to hover around here, do like some fake stuff one more time, and then, you know, just completely take off for the highs in here. No, this knocks out. This is it's Bitcoin. But yeah. So definitely like a lot of different options that we have in here basically. Have you heard of XRP since you know Bitcoin? Yeah, I actually know of XRP. And I actually like it. Of course, it's like it could be doing better. It had seen better days as of right now, but I do believe that there is movement to go on to the upside again. But I don't really know much about the purpose of this coin, and I would also expect to go lower in here. What I do know the purpose of is Monero. What is the ticker? Like, it's not on Binance or what? Yeah, I was like, there's no way that it's not on Binance. How many guys, can somebody check out how many minutes does a week have? Yeah, what I want to say, I know the purpose of Monero, and it's basically being private. It's private focused. Well, crypto in general is sort of private focused, but there's levels to it, and I really love Monero for what it's doing, and I definitely believe that it's going to have better days, like sooner than later. You know, there's also this massive VPR, but also keep in mind in general, technical analysis, I don't really believe that they work too much. Like, they don't really matter that much in forex and futures and everything else that we guys are trading. Hang on. Well, there is still a significant amount that applies to it, but not too much. But yeah, I would like to trade onto the upside for this one. Oh, Yushkid was checking it out. Thank you, man. 10,080. Huh, you cannot put that in, man. You cannot put this interval in. That's so ass, man. Nah, that's really ass. I guess we cannot look at weeklies. Yo, anime cruise guy was saying hi. Dude, we get it. No more highs. We get it. What's up, my friend, man? Like this. Wait, we get it. Hi. It was just spamming hi. Hi. Yo. No more highs, man. No more highs. I am going to time you out. Stop that BS, man. Oh, we get it. Ilman was saying anime. Ilman was saying you're desperate. Yeah, man. Like, some people, like, I don't know. Maybe it was meant as a joke or something like that. I don't know. Man, why is the chat not working? That's so annoying again. How high is anime? I don't know what you mean by how high. How high is it? I don't know. Yushki was saying, do you hold any crypto coins while you're a day trader? If so, don't need to name them, just curious. Yes, 100%, man. And I do believe that it's definitely worth it. I mean, of course, no financial advice as usual, guys, but it is, I mean, putting some money into Bitcoin is basically, I mean, to me it's a no-brainer. To me personally, As usual, all trades are simulated. This is not real. This is for educational purposes. Trading involves risk. StarTrading is not responsible for any financial losses or decisions. Yep. The reason why I'm saying this so extreme, guys, you already know this, like YouTube is super annoying in these cases, and I did already had problems. So yeah, Ilman was saying high, getting crazy after smoking weed is called high. Oh, that's what you meant by high. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But what about you, Yushikit? Are you planning, like, are you already in something, or are you planning to get into it? Like, let me guess what your plan is, because like this is what it is for most people. They want to make money in trading, and then they want to just invest into crypto. Am I right, or am I right on that one? Tell me. So Zalami was saying USDCHF will take your TP. Most definitely, man. L coins while I'm learning your strat to be a trader. Yeah, that's like a good thing. Like your stuff. Appreciate my brother, you know, lots of free content. But I already know you for a while now. Like, I don't even have to like show you the masterclass and all that. You probably have watched it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, man, really appreciate it, man. I'm still trying to, like, after hours at this point, still trying to set up the chat, like the chat, so you can see yourself whenever you're typing some BS. Feel me? Nurtu was saying 10,080 minutes in a week. Yeah, man, like I tried it because I want to do it like this. I don't know if you have noticed ever, basically when I'm switching time frames, I like to do it this way: 4 hour, 1 hour. I used to do that a lot in the past, but then stopped doing it. Hello, how can I start trading and learn about it? Mohammed, for that I advise you to watch the masterclass. I've pinned in the live chat, I've pinned an entire video. You can watch it from start to finish, and you know, hopefully you are going to get profitable. Yeah, like I'm still, man, I was about to have it, to be honest. This on some BS. What country are you in? Take a guess, my brother. Like, people are still guessing to this day. Salami was saying Xiao TP 14630 TP2. I think you did a typo. And 4660. Yeah, like once again, so many times. I don't really recommend, like, I'm not focusing on, so that will be approximately in here. I'm not focusing on gold, but you can definitely do that, although like I don't recommend it, trading this way. because this might as well just continue lower and lower. I really don't recommend trading this all the way to the upside. The most I would do is only to this FEG here for the short viewers who can't see it. The most I would do is only trade into this FEG, right? And then from here just lower, potentially into all of this. Jason Baker was saying, what broker do you use? I use Huge Markets. I'll send it to you, hang on. Here, there you go. We got 13 people watching. What's good, everybody? You know, I assume there's also going to be some new people in here. Great to have you. So Zalami was saying UCHF use DCHF in the same time. Yeah, man. I'm trading both of them at the same time. Maybe is it working now? Evelman was saying, check this out. What am I about to check out? Or are you talking to the other people in the chat where I've sent the Fusion Market link into? Was it that one? Man, what the hell? It seems to be working, but at the same time... Why is it not working, man? Why? The chat, I'm trying to figure this out the entire stream, man. I can actually play this on 50 minutes, perhaps. The link I sent you, Star. You sent me a link? I don't see a link, brother. Where did you send in a link? I don't see it. For some reason, man. Boom, bam, bam. Okay. Now it should be working, man. Okay. So, what about now? No, brother, I don't see a link. Maybe you are not able to send in links. That could be the case. Send it into the Discord. Selami was saying after 5 hours USDCHF will go down. What do you think so? Let me know. Oh, the chat seems to be working. Okay. I got this, guys. I got this. I got the power. Test. And now the chat broke down again. Man, what the hell is this? Does anybody remember that video where it said your BS strategy does not work? If it would, you'll be making money already. I've already proven to you 100 different times in 100 different videos. For some reason, that intro is so iconic to me. It's just so funny that I still know how it goes. It's hilarious, to be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the chat real quick. So we had Zalami was saying, okay, Ibn was laughing. Do the intro one more time. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Zalami was saying your CHF USD together after 7 hours will go down 1000%. 5 hours. You know how many times I had this when people said, you know what, 1,000,000% it will go down. Brother, if you are so sure that it's going to go down, why don't you just take a short? Like, to be honest, if I am sure by 1000% that something is going to happen, you better bet that I am going to bet my whole life savings on that stuff. So if it's 1000%, why don't you just short it? See, like even I have a trade running, and even I never say, you know, that's 1000% going to happen. That's amateur trading. That is amateur trading right now, brother. You know, you have to be professional, brother. You have to be professional. You never say 1000%. You never say 100%. You say, you only say this is gonna happen or this is not gonna happen. That's it. You know, never give this like a chance that something is guaranteed going to happen. That's not a good idea, because nothing is guaranteed in trading. Nothing. So, you know, so Zalami said, I'm from Germany. That's great, man. So Zalami was saying, in my counter time is 2:55. In 7 in the morning it will go down. Alright, we'll see, man. I had this like 1,000 different times, man. Somebody saying, you know, 1000% something will happen, and then shit ain't gonna happen, man. Zalami, you already know where I'm from, my brother. We got 16 people watching. Thank you for everybody who tuned in, guys. Make sure to watch the masterclass. I've pinned it in the comments in the live stream chat. Have a great time, man. Like, it's crazy, man. Nope, that doesn't look good. Something like here. Check this out real quick. So let's check out the stream. Nobody knows nothing. You just guess and pray HRS will not get smoked or have one more backup. Yeah, man. Definitely. This is what I'm always talking about. There's nothing like 100% guaranteed. You will always have to just wait it out and, you know, take an educated guess, as I like to say. You know, there's never going to be 100%. If there was 100%, then, you know, why bother even doing anything else aside from what is 100%? So that's why every time somebody's saying, you know, that it's 100% going to happen, like, I immediately think, okay, like, that's an amateur, man. That's somebody that has just started trading. Nothing against you, my brother Zalami, but, you know. What in the world is this? So this should be fine. Is it safe to even know that Okay, remove that bitch. Now that is a proper chat, man. Finally. Finally. This is how it's supposed to be looking like. Finally. Man. This took way longer than it should. Okay. Ailman was saying nobody knows nothing. Then Ailman was also saying even Larry Williams, the guy who still holds the record 11,000% ROI per year, risked up to 30% of his account because he was not sure he was going to lose only 2 in a row. If it's 100%, you've overfit your backtest. Correct. Yeah, 100%. I mean, right now we're not even talking about a backtest, but yes, you know, this is how I spot immediately somebody who knows what they're talking about when they're saying something like that, brother. Immediately. That's what I'm telling. Like, that's what I'm saying. So Slade Kias was saying if it's 100% you overfit your strategy. That's what I tell a lot of different other people too. Like, if you're having a 100% win rate in the back test, it's overfit. There's something wrong going on. So Zalami was saying my analysis is USD CHF sell SL 79200 79200 79. Oh, okay, so yes, stop loss is like here. Well, then I have to disappoint you, but probably you are going to get stopped out with this, man. So Eddie Can was saying, how do I flip a small account with negative RR? For that, my brother, I've done an entire movie. It goes 7 hours and 30 minutes long, and there I have fully shown how I was able to double my entire account. So make sure to check it out. All right, just check it out, go into it, and then you'll see I've doubled the entire account. If you have 100% win rate, the CIA will kidnap you, and after you show them, they will shoot you right in the face. For real, man. Why not target previous day high? Now, also definitely an option, but I wouldn't really want to go for it, to be honest. You can also do that, but I don't really recommend that, you know. So he was saying, Zalami was saying 79050 USD confirmed for sell. Yeah, double of 50 is nothing, my brother. Eddie Can was saying, so Eddie Can was saying double of $50 is nothing, my brother. Well, if it is nothing, then why are you asking me for advice? We got 18 people watching, guys. Appreciate everybody who has been tuned in. It's fire seeing this is so alive, man. Like 90 people. It's probably like a record at this point. Like so fire. Maybe because I turned the charts black. I could also be the reason. I don't know. Zalami, where from Germany are you from? So, NU is truly a roller coaster. Oh, I didn't see, like, Dress Boy, I didn't even know you were alive, brother. Yes, you know, I mean, at the usual time, but I get it, you know, sometimes I'm streaming, sometimes not. It mainly depends on the market, but also, after all, I'm not obligated to stream in that sense. You feel me? You know, I love streaming, I love being with you guys, talking, discussing, like, you know, talking about some stuff, having the occasional high RR idiot in here, this kind of stuff. I love it. But sometimes also just, you know, I just want to relax. So Eddie Can Matthew was saying, I'm trying to take 50 to 1000 with a little more risk. How can I do that with negative RR? I mean, the math is pretty much simple no matter with what kind of amount you are doing it. First of all, you have to determine what is your win rate. If your win rate is going to endure, let's just say the max that could ever happen is like losing 3 times in a row, well, then you can lose like risk 20% of your account if the max is 3 times. If the max is, let's just say, 10 times, well, then you can only risk like 5% per trade, right? But since you're into a negative risk reward, I assume that the win rate is also going to be higher for you as well, so you can risk potentially more. For me, for example, the max I would lose typically is 2 times in a row, so I can also just risk 30%. However, you know, you have also to do your own risk management and just know your strategy a lot. And after that, it's really just compounding. There's not really much into it. So Gotch46 was saying, if the trend is up in this case and the SL is big, it has a low probability of hitting SL. Yes, for sure. I mean, I still just don't want to shoot for the previous day high. I usually don't like to do that, only when we're very close onto it. So let's just say, so let's just say that this entire price action, we're having something like this, so the entire TP was in here. Yes, then I'm just going to extend it all the way to the previous day high. but usually I don't really like to do that. And user is truly a roller coaster. Yeah, for sure, man. NZD USD is really a roller coaster. NZD USD. NZD USD. Yeah, man, truly roller coaster. Stop loss has not been hit yet. We're just going to stay into it. If it's a loss, it's a loss. What can you do? USD CHF. So Gotch46 was saying also another question. Why not wait for the price to sweep the equal lows below there? Well, I've already done that, as you can see. Like, I'm going to zoom in for you. I don't know, are you watching on horizontal or a vertical? I'm gonna show it to you real quick. As you can see, we have, like, maybe you cannot see it on the phone, but we have definitely swept it, you know, and then we're just continuing higher. So that has happened. So Sleedacious was saying, have you tried negative RR on other primarily reverting instruments, VIX, commodities? The strategy works on all instruments, I am pretty sure about that, but I have not tried it in commodities. Like, I've not done like a whole gold backtest in itself, because I primarily focus on Forex. However, the strategy definitely works on all pairs, even on crypto and even on meme coins, surprisingly, which I didn't even know and also not expect. But one of my students has been killing it in crypto as well. Able Memo saying, follow start strategy and risk 25% and have patience. There we go, my brother, you know. That's how we're doing it. Zalami was saying, how much money do you trade per lot? Well, on this account, we're just doing 0.01 lots as we're trying to flip it. Gotch46 was saying, I am on phone, man. Okay, you're on phone. Yeah, but like, I don't know how more obvious I can do it for you, but as you can see, we have swept it. You see? So basically in here, you see, we've swept it barely. Ah, man. Like, way longer than expected today's live stream. It's always like that. We're at 9 likes. I mean, I don't have the countdown, but I'ma still do the push-ups, because why not? We're just going to put it like that. Ooh. Ah, man. There we go, everybody. Whew. Those were great ones. I'm gonna put the cam normal again. Abelman was saying, doo-doo. Gotch46 was saying, I also have tried to backtest and realized that you leave too much profit on the table so many times. When some of these assets move, they just don't look back. Definitely. However, the real question is, are you going to be able to identify this every single time? Because how many times have you seen it? Market is something like this. You had this kind of strategy, right? Like something completely crazy. You had something like that. What did the price do? Gone in here, right? So you got taken into the trade right in here. And then from that point on, what did happen? It moved, let's just say, all the way in here, but then just straight into your stop loss. You might be saying, well, I'm going to do break-even trades and this kind of stuff, right? Or what if it's going to do something like this? So ran a little bit into take profit and then stop loss, right? This could have been avoided if you just didn't go for such a crazy amount of a trade. So people don't understand the entire ratio between a win rate and a risk to reward, unfortunately. The higher the risk to reward, the lower your win rate is going to be. How many times am I supposed to say this? The lower your risk to reward, the higher your win rate. The higher your win rate, the lower your risk to reward. Dang it. Now, but like, jokes aside, you have to understand the ratio between the win rate and also the RR. Zalami was saying, watch gold, bro. I've watched gold a lot of different times. I'm gonna watch at it in just a bit. So Scalpulaire was saying, greetings, new to your stream and interested in seeing how the strategy plays out. Definitely, man, definitely. I've linked down the entire masterclass in the section right in there, and if you want to, you can check it out. Lil Bizarre was saying, what the heck is this? Risking more than what you can win. Yes, exactly. But the win rate is extremely high. I mean, like, so many people, like on a day-to-day basis, so many are just coming into the chat. And they just don't know about the way that we trade, and I have to explain this every single time, man. Yes, sculpture, exactly, but you win more, exactly. The win rate is just way higher, so in the end, you are still able to make a good amount of profit, you know? At the end of the day, it really just matters. Are you able to walk out with profit or not? Gotch46 was saying, no, that I understand. What about same strategy you're using but trailing stop? Do you think it would improve the profits? Potentially. Like, I'm not even saying that it couldn't, but I have done testing. The reason why I'm using a 50 pip stop loss, a 10 pip take profit for the most time at least, this is not just random. This has been back tested over a bunch of data. Don't get me wrong, it's not overfitted, right? I've still left on purpose room for arrow, gold buy, SL. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna go into the chat in just a bit. So it can work with the right parameters, with the right strategy. Maybe you have to do something different, but from what I back tested and have refined the strategy to the bone, it is not worth it to basically do something like that. or at least as of right now. I have tried it and it just doesn't work, because you are going to lower your entire win rate. It's just how it goes. When the risk to reward rises, the win rate gets lower and lower. So trailing the stop loss is basically the same how you will be increasing your risk to reward, basically. Right? So it always goes hand in hand, right? It's always the opposite that you're looking at. Because even if you're doing something like this, right? And you're going to basically, like, let's say this is the price action, right? And then you'll be saying, okay, well, I'm gonna just let it run. Okay, let me do it like so. Then you're saying, well, you know, I'm just going to let it run. And the original position was something like this. And then you're going to start trailing, and then whatever you're going to do, eventually what is going to happen, your stop loss is going to get hit anyways. Then you're saying, well, I'm going to put my stop loss in here and whatnot. That just does not work in practice. Like, we have all been there. You have been there, myself, my brother. I've been there, and it just did not work. A little bizarre was saying, yeah, but if your risk to reward is 5 for 1, if you lose one trade, you hypothetically need to win 5 trades to break even. Yes, exactly. But I am going to get all of these trades in a fast amount of time, simply because I'm just winning a lot of different times. Like, of course, you're not going to be just what's it called? You're not just going to be invincible. There's also going to be a loss at some point or the other. So that calls saying gotch for 6, it's base hits versus home runs, Moneyball style. Yeah. So a little bizarre was saying, in this price action, this is not smart, to be honest. One Trump tweet and your friend. What? And you're fried. Okay, and you're fried. Well, I can answer you to this actually. One Trump tweet. I mean, so hopefully this can answer the question to you. A little bizarre. Like, if I'm able to pull this stuff off for multiple years at this point, do you really think that that one Trump tweet is just going to wipe out all of my profits and, you know, that's it? You know, I'm unprofitable trading and whatnot. Come on, man. But of course, I assume that you're just new in here and you just don't know better. You have been fooled by everybody else who told you that, you know, trade a positive reward and you'll be profitable. However, where has that led you? To being unprofitable, unfortunately. But of course, like, no hate, I'm trying to educate here everybody. I've also gone through the stage. I thought that, you know, I'm the smartest man on earth, but in reality I was the dumbest for trading a positive risk reward. So Zalami was saying TP3 and all that kind of stuff, brother. Like, we're not looking at gold too much. Like, I've looked at gold a couple of different times now. Able Memo can't stop laughing, man. Yeah, man, sometimes I also just can't stop laughing because of these comments. Also happens to me occasionally. I was working. So, Scalpulaire was saying, everyone is at the mercy of a Trump tweet. No matter how you trade, gotta have that SL in place. Definitely, 100%, brother. You know, you're speaking the truth right in front of everybody. Nobody is safe of a Trump tweet. So whether you're trading a high risk reward strategy, whether you're trading this strategy, it doesn't matter. Which, of course, like, we're not fans of a high risk reward. Like, the whole persona, this whole channel, it's about trading a negative risk reward. And I'm also the only guy on YouTube who's teaching a negative risk reward. Of course, if you're going to go to YouTube, you are going to find some negative risk reward traders, but they're not taken as seriously as me. So what was I about to say? Yeah, so you're not safe of any in that sense. So Gotcha46 was saying Trump doesn't tweet hourly. He can't CASL. Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the first thing. Like, that's actually a good point. Trump is not tweeting hourly on a day-to-day basis, you know. Of course, that happens here and there, but... And even if so, I do not believe that news invalidate technical analysis. Like, it might sound weird to some people and they be saying, well, fundamental analysis what drives the price. No. Fundamental analysis, or like fundamental things, they drive the price in that sense. If we wanted to go onto the upside, then because of some kind of news event, then we're going to go onto the upside even faster. I do not think that the news invalidate, but they accelerate. So they just make it faster in that sense, but they don't invalidate what you have already planned out for. Unless it's FOMC, then we're all just getting fucked. No, I'm kidding, man. Trump doesn't tweet early. If gold go down 4 or 5, it's time for up. Okay, man. That sounds good. That sounds definitely good. Like, once again, like so many times, I'm not into gold, my brother, but definitely, man. Cyan Flyan was saying, what are you trading? I'm trading a negative reward ratio. If you want to be able to do this yourself or just do some research, then make sure to watch the masterclass. I've pinned it in the comments in this live stream. Abelman was saying, listen bro, if 1,000 people have gone west to find the water and all of them failed, will you be the 1,001th to try if you go? There's a 50% chance if you go east instead of west. Like, this is so good, man. I'm going to screenshot this one. I'm going to screenshot this one and put it right into the Discord. Hey, Memo, check it out if you want to, man. I'm going to put it into the Discord. That's like such a good way of telling it. The next time somebody joins in, I'm going to basically tell them this entire analogy. So good, man. Definitely. Okay. So I saw it. Thanks for mentioning me. For sure, man, for sure. Enforce the market movements will start. Yeah, man, Salami. Ilman was saying native 4 hours east. So this right now, Tiano Fly and this right now is USDCHF. Hang on. Has the playlist has stopped. We have listened to the entire thing, man. So Tiano Fly, you have a below 141. Yes, man, it's below a 141. That's a 0.29, so almost 0.3 risk reward. So Gotch46 was saying, my last question for today, why exactly 10? Why not factor in the spread and put it like 11 or 12? That's already factor. And first things first, if you're having a good prop firm, if you're setting up a limit order, then the spread doesn't really matter in that that much, because most of the times the trade is just naturally going to run into a drawdown anyways, right? So it is not even worth it encountering for that. However, even in that case, it is still what is it called? is still factored in. And also, hang on, what was the 11 or 12? And also the next thing is we're already also optimizing the entire entry. So usually the position will be looking something like this, 0.2 risk to reward. So we're already taking, you know, the steps, the necessary steps that we can in order to maximize the profits. So that's like the first thing. The second thing is on personal accounts, which we are currently trading. Don't get me wrong, I'm also taking trades on my prop firm accounts. You never have to worry about the spread whatsoever, because at least on the broker that I'm trading, it's always a zero fixed spread. Able Memo said, Nick Sean once said, I have a 50% win rate with 141, but made a lot of money. Do you know how? He closes, lost early, use more money after he lost. More and more risk management styles. Use more money after he lost. Yeah, I'm aware of that, you know, like just risking more whenever you're basically losing. Definitely also possible. That's just how it goes. Slide Dacious was saying 95x1, 5 multiply by 5, 70 R every 100 trades. I quite don't get the math, man. Hang on. Hang on. 95, 25. Like, I get it. This equals to 70, by why is it? I quite don't understand. Like, what is it referring back to? Like, what is the context? Okay, UCHF has also been hit, guys. That's good to see. Oh, we're just going to be relaxing a little bit, guys. So, Slidacious was saying 95% win rate ratio with 5-1 risk to reward. Okay, now I get it. Dressed by 5 was saying you stayed on stream till ATP. Guy from yesterday should be proud. Yeah. For everybody that hasn't been into the live stream yesterday, so I was talking about a guy that he commented on one of my videos and he said that I am a scammer. Why? Because I am never showing the trades, how they play out and run into a take profit in the streams. Which, like, I hope that I don't have to explain this, but this is just very idiotic. Why? Because you can just plot out the strategy yourself and see if it hits a take profit or not. Aside from that, sometimes the trades are running for multiple hours. Am I really going to sit here until it has hit a take profit? Like, I have like better things to do than just watching the charts all day. And then yes, that's why, like my brother Jasper was saying, you know, I've waited till a take profit has been hit and he's going to be proud. Ableman was saying better than some unicorn that is based on rainbows and roses that was created in La La Land. Funny, man. La La Land. Nah, for sure, man, for sure. You know, they're trading these 1-400s. Like, come on, man, like 1-400. Man, I don't even know. I don't even know this kind of stuff, man. How are the people getting into these kinds of things? It just seems so out of touch. Gotch46 was saying scammer. He doesn't have anything to say, but he felt obligated to comment. Yes. That's what I'm saying, like. So CN Fly N was saying, what price are you targeting TP and what's stop loss? Here are going to be the stats. Just zoom in and then you'll be able to see them here. Here, these are going to be the stats. I'm going to leave them for 5 seconds, then I'll remove them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we had Subir Simon was saying, what are you trading? I'm trading a negative risk reward, brother. Check out the free masterclass. And then Drespo was saying, now that USD hit for you, USD needs to sell more. Yeah, man. I mean, USD didn't hit yet, or are you talking about the limited order? I am Rick Thor, bro. Don't have to think about the haters. There's always someone that will say something. Just focus on the trading, and that's it. For sure, my brother. You know, I appreciate the kind words, and that's also the same that I recommend to you. You know, never listen to anybody, and you got this too. Thank you, man. Abelman was saying people who trade 143 are more and more are people who fall from their mother lap when they were baby and the ground smashed their head. Yeah, that's the same thing, man. I also think that a lot of people just smash their head when they were a little baby, and that's why they don't understand why this just doesn't make any sense. Like, negative first tier word for the win. We have to get this, man. We have to code it into the people's brains that a negative first tier word is the way to go. So Salami was saying some gold stuff, and then God46 was saying, damn, he said 100 times he isn't checking gold. Dude, I mean, the thing is, I don't have something against checking gold. Maybe once or twice a stream, but like the entire time, like, this is not a gold stream. And I mean, as long as he's like not as long as he's like not super crazily saying something, then, you know, you can just still type into the chat. Salami, feel free to still do your analysis in the chat. I don't have anything against it. Gorge46, Salami is trolling. I know that he's trolling. Somebody that knows me. But guys, make sure to watch the horizontal live stream. Like, everybody was watching the vertical, go check out the horizontal. I say 100 here because I want all of us to win. That's kind, my brother, man. That's kind from you. However, like, we're having our own analysis. 100 time. Nah, brother, feel free. You know, you can still keep on going. Nobody's going to hate you. It's just, you know, sometimes funny. Gotch46 was saying, you must be Indian or Paki. They're addicted to gold. I know them. Yeah, man, like, that's, like, you're not far off. A lot of Indians, Pakis, and in general, they love just to trade gold for XYZ reason. I don't know. I mean, gold in general is just popular, but they specifically love to trade it. It's kind of funny. So, Gotch46 is saying they never trade anything else, and Bitcoin, geez. Yeah, I also know what that kind of phenomenon is, that they just seem to only trade these instruments, but, you know, good for them at least. But I know what you're talking about, man. They seem to only care about these pairs. Okay, wanted to check out all of the pairs real quick. Use this Jeff. Stranger Freak was saying take loss, stop profit. Exactly, and I've purposely made a new video on that. That instead, you know, take loss, stop profit. Exactly, my brother. You can check out the free masterclass if you're interested, man. A Stranger Freak was saying risk management king. Now I know that this is meant ironically, but brother, I know what I'm doing. Let's just put it this way. Gotch 46 was saying I'm leaving to go finish the masterclass. All right, my brother, you know, feel free to watch it. That's what I've made it for. And yeah, man, I hope to see you in the next live stream, in the next video. You know, it's kind of funny because you are going to see me in like just another minute, right? In just a second you'll see me again how I'm explaining. I don't know, for me that's kind of funny. So yeah, you know, have a great time. Thank you for being here. It was a great live stream with you. So Zalami was saying after 7 hours BTC will go 77100. My man Zalami is like super precise, you know, he knows. He just knows. Abel Memo said I have sent you in Discord store. Okay, I'm gonna check this out. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, yeah, I'm seeing it. I'll look into it. So Zalami was saying, well, see if my analysis turns out correct. Then I'll share everything I know. Okay, my man. King Kohil was saying, how do I copy trade? Going to send it to you here. King Kohil. So he's smart. Who's smart? Oh, the guy that you sent me. Yep. Check it and we will discuss. Yeah, man. You know, let's talk about it in the next live stream, I would say. All right, my brother. Cause we're not going to be streaming, and then we can also watch the video and everything like that and take our time. Okay, my brother Able Memo also trades for hedge funds for company money, I think. Wow, amazing, man. That's great. Let's watch it in the next live stream, so we really are going to be taking our time. So yeah, Abelman was saying, okay, yeah, man, like just in the next live stream, you know, so we can take our time and so on. So yeah. So we're basically just letting all of the shit play out. Let me check all of the pairs real quick. So see your CHF. Das ist NZD CAD, NZD USD, and USD CHF. Okay. So Abelman was saying, Star, I know a trader who traded a 1 for 0.35 with 44 win streak. Amazing. Man, that's really great. Really, really amazing stuff. Send it through, man. Like, that sounds amazing. For real. Send it through. Through. Also, you know, shout out to everybody who's watching on the green platform, and make sure to comment, guys. Where are the comments on the R platform? Sometimes I'm even feeling like, do I miss it or something like that? Like, am I not seeing it? King Kohil was asking, is copy trading free? Yes, copy trading is free, man. Wait a second, everybody. There we go, everybody. There we go. Got some food, got some potatoes, some olives, some meat. I'm gonna just put it a little bit up, or else you can see me. Can you even hear the music, guys? Isn't it like super quiet? Mm. Okay. Abraham was saying, and overnight FX backtest a trade with extreme negative 1 to 0.5 with 240 trades win, I think. That's crazy, man. 1 loss from 2 years. This is not music. And that loss was hours before Trump got elected. Okay, that's like respectable, man. For sure. All right, everybody. With a fire live stream, you know, with a great time. Thank you for everybody that has been participating in the live stream. Make sure to check out the masterclass that I have done. It's currently pinned in the comments in the chat right now. If you're new here, thank you for coming. If you're a little bit older watching, also shout out to Able Memo, shout out to DressBoy5, shout out to Goch. What else was there? I mean, just everybody. Alright, was a fire live stream, and thank you guys. See you in the next one.